Hi guys, it has been a while. I haven't talked to you guys in I think maybe almost 2 weeks, and there's a reason for that. The reason is going to be something that I'm going to share with you, a story that happened that I'm going to share with you. But also, there's just a lot of hypocrisy, and sometimes hypocrisy gets so thick that it just it's so heavy on my brain that I can't see through it. It's too thick. So I have to kind of take a look back and just kind of like clear the clouds, so to speak. But if you guys know what I'm talking about, people can justify just about anything, can't they? All to avoid reality. But I also do want to say on that same subject that I do find it really irritating when people post their nonsensical conspiracy theories and then follow it up with, oh, I'm right down the rabbit hole with this one. That bothers me because you're not quoting that right. Alice falling down the rabbit hole was merely a drug-induced journey into self-discovery. When Alice came out the other end of her mad tea parties and unbirthdays and bizarre creatures, she had a little more calm and sense about what was really going on and what she really needed for herself. So when you say that you're down the rabbit hole, what you really need to be saying is, I'm right in the dumpster. I've jumped right in the dumpster and I am finding a whole bunch of garbage. Okay, let me tell you the story that happened. So my lovely neighbors, they were out and about, and make a very long story a little bit shorter. There was a scheduling conflict, and as I have done many times before, I was tasked with, not tasked because it's quite joyful for me, but to head on over and feed some little four-legged creatures and give them a little bit of a bathroom break and some playtime in the yard. Absolutely, no problem. Neighbors helping neighbors. That's what we're here for. So I happily skip out of the house, and my husband is in the house, and he is watching a documentary at the time. So he's right into it. I'm like, oh, I'll be gone for a bit. I want to give the dogs some time to run around outside before they go in. And so it's across the street from me in diagonal, the direction that I'm heading. And I get to the middle of the road between my area and the diagonal way I need to get to their driveway. And I turn around and there is a man with his phone like this. Okay, so I'll use my iPad because I'm talking to you on my phone right now. Okay, so he's like this. So he is recording me, and he is not doing a very good job at doing it secretively. This is what he's doing. So I am immediately put off, but I continue to their homes. I open the door, I go in, I lock it, and I'm like, this is odd. And I look out the window, he's still there. Now he's filming the house. Now, I should also, case in point out that he doesn't acknowledge the people that live there. So also, I've lived here and they've lived here longer than he has been here. So he doesn't have an argument for, I was just worried about their house being safe. He doesn't have that argument. According to them, he doesn't say anything to them. He doesn't even wave or acknowledge. He doesn't do that with me either. So he's filming. He's standing out there and filming. So I go get the dogs outside so they can do their bathrooming. He's filming us in the backyard. Still filming. I don't have a phone with me. I didn't bring one. So I can't really call my husband to say, can you figure out if I'm losing my mind here and this is really happening? So I go inside, feed the dogs, we have a little love session, then we go outside, we throw the ball, life is good, the cat comes in, everybody's great. He's still there. He's still filming. So now what's happened is my husband, who's watching the documentary through in the living room where the window faces the front street, has turned around and acknowledged there is a man standing right in front of their house with his phone. And he's like, what is going on here? He doesn't know what's going on. So I do what I have to do, close the door, get everything organized, and I start walking across the street, and I'm looking right at him. And I know what you're going to say, but I'm going to get there, okay? And I scurry into my house and lock the door, and he proceeds to walk up our driveway and film the front of our house. Just stand there filming. Then he moves a little bit over and continues to film from the other angle of the front of our house. Then he goes in. My husband's like, please tell me that this is not what I think it is. Please tell me that this is not what just happened here. And I said, I don't know what just happened. But all I know is I went to help out a neighbor and a friend, and I was videotaped the whole time. So here's what you're probably saying, Shauna, why didn't you? And I wrote about it on social media, and people said, why didn't you do something? Why didn't you lose it? Why didn't you film them? Well, first of all, I didn't have my phone. But second of all, it's very hard to be a person of color and to go up against somebody in that frame of mind, because 9 times out of 10, the police are going to be showing up because I was aggressive. Because it's that angry black woman thing, where if I would have turned around and lost it on him, he would have felt he had the right to phone the cops on me. And then all the taxpayer dollars that we need to go to so many other things right now would have been wasted on that garbage. And I also feel like, I think a little part of me was like, this can't be in my own neighborhood. Like a little saddened, right? So then I had to stop my husband from going over there, because he was just like, so then for days after, my husband would come home from work, get out of the vehicle, and just wait there to deal with this guy. Needless to say, we're going to go ahead to the next week. And it's garbage day and recycling day. And I am taking the garbage and recycling out the evening before. And I'm taking, I have to, they're on a little roll. So you roll, like they have little rollers, little wheels. So you're just rolling them down your driveway to get them where they need to be. And I'm taking the one out, and I don't even get halfway down my driveway when he's out again. This time he was in the middle of getting dressed, couldn't complete the task, but had to fly out and make sure I wasn't doing anything wrong. He flew out of his front door without a shirt on, a shirt in his hand, fudging with his shorts, because I'm assuming he was getting a phone. So that's when I decided, okay, that's it. And I stopped dead in my tracks, and I looked right at him, and I said, what is your problem? And he went back into his house and closed the door. At that point, my husband realized that something was going on and ran outside, but it was too late. So the moral of the story is, I don't even know. I don't even know what the moral of the story is. Do you? I don't know what's happening to people right now, but you have absolutely no right to film someone going about their neighborly duties like we all should be doing when we live in a community and society together. That's gross. That's just gross. I'm uncomfortable now with this weirdo. I don't feel comfortable when he's outside. I don't go outside when he's outside. Another summer that I have trapped in my house because I got a racist neighbor. What I would do to win the lottery. Only because I want a little tiny place outside safely somewhere where I don't have to worry about these kind of nonsensical things that for the majority of you, you don't even understand because you've never had to worry about it. But I will say, I did tell the family that this happened. They were mortified because, as I said to you before, they say he doesn't even acknowledge our existence. So he wasn't doing that because he was worried about our house. Plus, have you seen me? I think I'm hard to miss, man. I live 3 houses down from you for like ever. You literally have only been here for a year. I don't think that I'm the type of, I don't have the look that you would just forget I live 2 houses or 3 houses over. I'm not really subtle, so to speak. Anyways, I still haven't decided how I want to handle this. I know that there's going to come a point where if this happens again, I think that my husband is just going to just bypass whatever suggestion I have and just lose his marbles himself on him. Not lose his marbles in the Karen way, but lose your marbles in every time your partner goes outside, some weirdo is filming her way. It's a different kind of way to lose your marbles. Anyways, I will, yeah, weird, hey? Weird. Okay. I'll catch you guys on the flip side.